Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak dab of the day. I want to continue to just tell everybody how grateful I am for the support and well wishes I've had. I'm in a very tough spot. It's going to be at least a couple more weeks to see if this thing gets any better. There's nothing more they can do for me. I'm really uncomfortable, sometimes in agony. I haven't slept. But the topic of the day for this Puffco Peak Dab of the day, the topic of the day is really a very opposite topic. Normally, I script my topics. See, I write them out in advance so I know what I'm talking about. I want to give this one from the heart because it's so important. I want to talk about happiness. That's right. You'd say to yourself, why would he talk about happiness when he's on the depths of disappointment and health issues? Well, because of what my doctor said to me today, and I thought it was really important. When you're anxious, when you're unhappy, when you're thinking negative, things go worse. It just happens. So you can curl up in bed, you can be uncomfortable, you can be nauseous, you can try to control things, but you know what you're doing? You're defeating yourself before you're defeated. Does that make any sense? So what I'm asking myself to do with all of you is take sugar for a walk, take sugar fishing, do a normal routine. I'm not going to play basketball. I don't ride a bike anymore. But I think it's important for mental health and happiness to do as much of the normal things in your life as you can do. I'm going to turn on my favorite TV show. I'm going to have a hit out of one of my favorite dab rigs. I'm going to do a video with the people I care about, all of you. That makes me happy. It makes me happy that I was able to get upstairs to the office today to do this video from the studio. You see, what I think happiness is about is degrees. I think, you know, you can be elated, which means, wow, things are so wonderful, I can't tell you, let me tell you the story. Or you can be, and then something happy happens. And then you still can be, and then something happy happens. And you're still going to be, and then something happy happens. Isn't something happy happening better than you're like this, and then another bad thing happens? You're like this, and another bad thing happens. You can do it either way. Because what happens, what people are able to do, is have certain amount of control over things. What I mean by that, you're hit, you're smacked by somebody. You can do one of two things. You can go, wow, that really hurt. Or you can go and do nothing. You can react or not react. The same thing with illness. The same thing with the horrible discomfort and pain. It's the same thing. If the anxiety about what's wrong with you is so high, it's going to make what's wrong with you worse. Not materially. I am not saying that you will make yourself worse. However, you will feel worse. Happy, being happy, finding something happy, something to brighten your spirits is critical when you're in a health issue that has pain, the unknown, discomfort. All these things are things that are going to make the normal person anxious. And if you're already like me, an anxiety driven person, it's going to put you over the edge. So let's think about it. How do we make it so we don't go over the edge? How do we make it that we have to look at the little happy things in addition to the bad things that are happening? How about this? How about I make a deal with all of you, and you do it also when it happens to you? I have prostatitis, very bad case. And I've got to take antibiotic that makes me nauseous. And I've got to deal with the pain. And I've got to deal with the blood pressure reduction of Flomax, all kinds of issues. But there's a little tidbit of hope that in a couple weeks I'll feel better. So what you need to do is you need to seed the bad thing with a little bit of hope. The bad thing could be really big, big, big as you can draw, okay? And all you have is something this big as a good thing. Guess what? Good thing, 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 good thing. You get the picture, right? Eventually, you'll fill the circle of bad with good things. They're little. The good things are little. The bad thing is overwhelmingly big. What you're doing is you're being assaulted when you're in these situations. Your body and your mind are being assaulted. So, what is the smart thing to do? Defend thyself. Makes sense. We've talked about it 1,000 times. How do you defend yourself in this case? By putting up good things. You got a monster bad thing which you cannot defend yourself against. So you know what you have to do? You have to hit it a piece at a time. It's like making holes in that paper bag. Okay? Punching holes. You are punching holes with this good thing. And so, let's give an example of the good thing. Ready? Petting your dog. Having a dab. Smoking a joint. Talking to your wife. Talking to your kids. Going fishing. Finding a good TV show. Whatever the good thing is, the good thing, in the big circle of horrible, the more good things you throw up against the horrible, the better chance you're going to have. This is not a solution to a health situation. It's a solution to a head situation. And the head situation contributes to the health situation. Very logical. So happy, I maybe use the word too seriously, the word happy. What I'm talking about is good versus evil. Okay? The evil of the pain, the evil of the overwhelming discomfort, or the dizziness and nausea, and one good thing, and then another good thing, and then another good thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to dilute the bad by throwing up the good, and we're going to come closer to happy. I can't promise happy, but happiness is the goal. Think about it. It's critical for me, and it might be critical for you too, to put things in perspective, that there are some things we have no control over. Health, body health, things like that. You really can't do much once it's there. Guess what you can do a lot about? Mental health. Mental health. In the sea of bad, bring yourself a life preserver of good. In an overwhelming situation of bad, bring yourself a little bit of good. Doesn't matter what the good is. If it's something that gives you the thought of pleasure, it doesn't even have to be pleasure. The thought of pleasure. Nice versus bad. Up versus down. You understand. And it's critically important because I've talked so many times about mind over matter. In some cases, you can't accomplish that. But in circular life, in the Ferris wheel of life, if you do enough of these, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be at the top of the Ferris wheel again with two things: hope and opportunity. Let's take our dab. Boy, I needed that. This has been the Real Senior Stoner. I hope this helps you and me both. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers. Try to stay happy.